everyone. This sequence is a little bit more of an active sequence that focuses on the spine. So we'll be stretching and strengthening the spine today. To set up, if you are comfortable sitting on the floor, place something under your hips so that the hips are a little bit higher than your knees. If you're not as comfortable sitting on the floor, you could also start sitting on a chair. And if you're on the floor and your hips are elevated, but you still feel that you are working really hard to keep your spine straight, you could set yourself up next to a wall so that your back is actually leaning against the wall behind you. Wherever you are, close your eyes and rest your hands just wherever they're comfortable on your thighs. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down, letting the shoulder blades come onto your back. Relax your face and your jaw. And start to bring your attention to your breath. Inhales and exhales are through the nose. As you inhale, focus on bringing your breath up towards your collarbones and your ribs expanding out to the right and left. And then as you exhale, pull your low belly slightly in and up. See if you can start to lengthen both your inhale and exhale here. As you're deepening your breath, make sure that you aren't tensing up through your face and your jaw and your shoulders. So relax those if you notice that you are creating a little bit more tension. You've made this time for yourself just a little over 15 minutes. So any to-do lists or anything else you have going on the rest of today, let that go now. This is your time for your yoga practice. With every inhale, lengthen a bit more up through your spine, through the crown of your head, and create length through all four sides of your torso. So the front, the back, and the sides. And then as you exhale, keep that length even as you pull your low belly in. Just 2 or 3 more rounds here. At the end of your next exhale, open up your eyes. And then move off of your props or your chair, whatever you're seated on, and come into a tabletop position where your shoulders are stacked directly over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. Spread your fingers wide. As you inhale, let your belly drop down towards the floor. Pull your chest forward, shoulders back. Keep the low belly slightly engaged here. And then as you exhale, round the spine, pulling your chin in towards your chest, belly button to spine. Again, inhale, arching the back, chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, round it out, create a little bit more space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, arch, little back bend. And exhale, round. Bring yourself back to neutral, reground through your hands, pull your low belly in as you stretch your right leg back behind you with the toes tucked under. Firm your outer hips in towards the midline, stay strong here. And then if you like, lift your back leg up slightly with the foot flexed and toes pointing straight down towards the floor. Keep your gaze slightly ahead. Lower your right knee down. And stretch your left leg back out behind you with the toes tucked under. Again, low belly in, outer hips in towards the midline. Either staying here or lift your back leg up. Foot flexed and toes pointing down towards the floor. Lower your left knee down. reach out through your right arm, palm facing over to the left. Really extend out through your fingertips. Spine is long, core is strong, and gaze slightly ahead. Lower your right hand down, and then reach out through the left arm, palm facing a bit over towards the right. Lower your left hand down. Child's pose, big toes come together, knees can be separated or together, arms out in front, forehead towards the floor, and hips back towards your heels. Take a few deep breaths here. As you inhale, breath moves up, ribs expand to the sides and back. And exhale, pull the low belly in and up. Lift back to your tabletop. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up for a modified downward facing dog with our knees bent. Focus on straightening through your arms and bringing your face and chest back towards your shins with your hips as high as possible. Completely relax your neck, just let your head hang. Your fingers are spread wide, you're pressing down into the base of your index fingers, your fingertips, and the backs of your arms, your triceps are moving down towards the floor. Bring your knees back down to the floor for child's pose, big toes together, knees separated. If this bothers your knees at all to be in child's pose, try to bring your knees all the way together. If that still is uncomfortable for your knees or even your hips, just come up to a seat and wait there. Come on up from child's pose and then all the way down onto your belly. Your feet stay hips width apart and the tops of your feet press down towards the floor. Walk your hands back a bit more towards your waist, elbows in towards each other, and shoulders down and back away from your ears. Engage your low belly in slightly, press the tops of your feet down, and lift your chest any amount, only using the strength of your back muscles to lift your chest. Gaze down your nose. Lower yourself down. Look over to your right, arms by your sides for belly shavasana, and let your entire body completely relax. Bring your chin forward. One more time with this low cobra. Walk your hands back a bit more towards your waist, shoulders down and back, elbows in towards each other. And then again, lifting your chest any amount. So it might just be an inch that you lift. It doesn't matter. The entire time our low belly is slightly engaged, but keep the breath even and calm here. Come on down. This time look over to your left, arms by your sides. Bring your chin forward, hands under your shoulders. Pull your belly in as you press your hips up and back to come back into child's pose. Stretch out our back a bit. Release through the shoulders. Bring yourself up and then come onto your back. Lie all the way down, bend your knees, and walk your feet in towards your hips. Your knees and feet are hips width apart. Feet are parallel, toes point forward. Press down into your heels and start to lift your hips up. Use your inner thighs muscles and keep your knees pointing directly forward. As you exhale, slowly roll your spine back down, hips to the floor. Inhale, press into your heels, lift the hips up. Exhale, spine comes down, hips to the floor. Now the arms, as you inhale, lift your arms up and back. And exhale, hands down. So this is just the arms. Inhale, arms come up. and exhale, bring them down. So we'll put those two parts together now. As you inhale, press into your heels and lift your arms up and back. And then as you exhale, hips and arms back down. Inhale, lift your hips, lift your arms. Exhale, spine comes down, hips to the floor and arms down. One last time. And on your exhale, slowly bring the spine back down, hips to the floor. Find your strap. If you don't have a strap, you could also use a towel or a belt. And we'll be using this for Supta Padangusthasana. Place the strap on the sole of your right foot, about where your arch is, and start to straighten through both legs if possible, although you could keep your left knee bent with the left sole of the foot to the floor. Press your right thigh and right outer hip away from your face. Lift up on both kneecaps, engage the fronts of your thighs, feet are flexed. Bend your right knee and switch it over to the other side. Strap on the left foot. Start to straighten through both legs, flexing the feet. Don't be afraid to back off of your strap and bring your heel further away from your face if you need to in order to straighten your left leg. Make sure the fronts of your thighs, your quadriceps are active. And take some deep breaths into your hamstrings. Bend your left knee. Place the strap to the side. Pull your knees in towards your chest and rock side to side, massaging your sacrum and low back. Moving into a twist, bring your arms out to the sides with your palms up. Use your abdominal muscles as you start to bring both of your knees over to the left. Once your left leg reaches the floor, just let your legs relax. And bring your right shoulder blade to press strongly down to the floor. Pull your belly in as your knees come back up to center. This time, knees move over to the right. Left shoulder blade presses down. Keep your low belly slightly engaged. As you inhale, breath moves up, ribs expand, creating length through your spine. And then as you exhale and you pull your low belly in, maybe your twist deepens a bit more. Pull your belly in, bring both knees up, roll over to your right side, and come up to a seat. Moving on into our finishing pose, shavasana. So I'm showing you here a supported shavasana. I have a bolster that will support the backs of my knees, and then I also have a blanket under my head, not under my shoulders, just under the head and the back of the neck. If you are using a bolster, make sure your heels can rest firmly down to the floor. Another great option here might be putting your legs up on a chair, or you could just lie all the way flat on your back if you don't have any props around you right now. Wherever you are, get comfortable. Close your eyes. Maybe open and close your mouth a couple of times, releasing any tension through your jaw. Let your belly be completely relaxed. As you inhale, you'll notice that your belly will slightly rise. And then as you exhale, it will fall just a bit. So a small movement here. You don't need to encourage it to be any larger. Just your natural relaxed breath. We'll move through 2 rounds of an isolated breath, just finding ways to feel the breath in different areas of our torso before we come into final relaxation. On your next inhale, bring the breath just into your belly. Belly rises. And then as you exhale, let all the air back out. Belly falls. Next inhale, fill your belly and fill your chest. Belly rises and chest rises. And then as you exhale, let everything back out. Next inhale, fill your belly, fill your chest, and fill the side body. Ribs expand out to the right and left and the back. Exhale all the breath out. A few recovery breaths here, coming back to our natural relaxed breath. One more round. Inhale just into your belly, belly rises. Exhale it out. Next breath, fill your belly, fill your chest. Exhale out. Inhale into your belly, into your chest, into the side body, ribs expand. And exhale everything out. Come back to your natural relaxed breath, where your belly is soft, slightly rising on the inhale, falling on your exhale. If possible, stay here 3 to 5 minutes, really enjoying this quiet, peaceful time for yourself. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.